Hello everyone, Matthew here, Maintenance Manager of Villa Lago Apartments. Today I want to go over replacing a mailbox lock on your mail center. My first step in this process is always locating the data plate on my mail center. I'll use the information on this data plate to help me find the correct replacement lock. Once I have the correct lock, I can begin the process of getting the lock changed out. My first step will be removing the nut that holds our cam in place. Simply loosen and remove the nut and we can take our cam off. Next, we will need to remove this keeper that's holding our actual lock in place. So all we need to do is slide up on that keeper and that will release the lock and we're able to pull the old lock out of its position. Now that the old lock is out of the way, we can slide in our new lock. And we will replace the keeper. When removing or installing this keeper, it may be necessary to use a pair of pliers to actually pull it or put it back in place. I'm fortunate enough I can use my fingers. And I'm going to place the keeper from the top down. That way we're utilizing gravity. If for any reason this keeper becomes loose, the fact that gravity is still holding it in place, I don't have to worry about it ever falling out and the lock ultimately becoming loose and falling out. Finally, we can reinstall our cam on the lock. This is where it can be confusing. If you install the cam in the lock position, but you actually have your new lock in the unlocked position, once you get everything tightened back, you realize that you've made a mistake there. So what I like to do is make sure my lock is in the lock position, and you'll know that by the key. You'll be able to take the keys out of the lock. That's when it's in the lock position. Most locks, when they're in the unlocked position, you're unable to remove the keys. So what I like to do is have my new lock in the lock position. That way I can install my cam in the lock position as well. Okay, our final step will be to ensure the lock operates correctly. We'll close it and make sure there's no catching or binding of that cam as it engages. This one feels nice and smooth. Thank you so much.